Welcome to the multiverse of learning. Every day here, we explore a different country and discover its most surprising secrets. Today, we travel to a land full of magic, diversity, and culture. Colombia. Colombia, in South America, has a well-known saying, "Too far from heaven, too close to the United States." And if there is a country, besides Mexico, that can truly claim this phrase, it is Colombia. Colombia possesses abundant natural resources: gold, coal, oil, natural gas, and more. Yet, instead of making these resources its calling card to the world, the country became known for something else, the so-called white powder. At its peak, Colombia became the world's largest producer of cocaine, with trafficking networks reaching every continent. The enormous profits from this illegal trade fueled powerful criminal organizations, unleashing a wave of violence, theft, fraud, human trafficking, and countless homicides. For years, Colombia was considered one of the most dangerous countries in the world. Today, Colombia faces another harsh reality: inequality. The gap between the rich and the poor remains striking. Nearly half of its population lives in subsistence conditions. Yet despite these challenges, Colombians have amazed the world with their warmth, resilience, and openness, making Colombia one of the most welcoming nations you could ever visit. Colombia is also famous for the beauty of its women, the result of its remarkable genetic diversity. Around 60% of Colombians are of mixed indigenous and European descent, 20% are of European heritage, and 18% are of Afro-European background. This diversity creates a unique and striking appearance. In addition, sex work in Colombia is legal and regulated, with thousands of women working under mandatory health checks imposed by the government. Geographically, Colombia is a privileged land. It is the only country in South America with coastlines on both the Atlantic and the Pacific. It borders Venezuela, Brazil, Peru, Ecuador, and Panama. With a territory of more than 1 million square kilometers and a population of over 52 million people, Colombia is truly vast and diverse. Its capital, Bogotá, is a vibrant city surrounded by mountains, a political, cultural, and tourist hub. But other cities also shine. Medellín, the city of eternal spring; Cali, known as the world capital of salsa; and Cartagena, a colonial jewel on the Caribbean Sea that enchants millions of visitors every year. Spanish is the official language, but more than 180 indigenous languages still survive, spoken by about 3% of the population. This linguistic richness reflects the incredible cultural mosaic that Colombia represents. From cumbia to vallenato, music is part of the country's soul, while its cuisine delights with unique dishes such as arepas, bandeja paisa, and ajiaco. But Colombia is also a land of natural wonders. It is home to Cano Cristales, often called the River of Five Colors, one of the most beautiful rivers on Earth. The Colombian Amazon is a green lung that harbors species found nowhere else. And towering above the landscape are peaks like the Nevado del Ruiz, a challenge for adventurers and climbers. The Colombian flag has 3 horizontal stripes: yellow, blue, and red. Yellow symbolizes the richness of the land and the sun, blue stands for the seas that bathe its coasts, and red represents the blood spilled in the struggle for independence. Historically, Colombia was home to indigenous peoples such as the Muiscas and the Tironas. When the Spaniards arrived in the 15th century, they founded Bogotá and began centuries of colonial domination. In the 19th century, the War for Independence erupted. Simón Bolívar, known as the Liberator, led an unrelenting struggle against Spain. After years of resistance, Colombia and much of South America gained freedom from colonial rule. That spirit of resistance still beats in the Colombian heart today. Colombia has also given the world figures who left a global mark. Gabriel Garcia Marquez, Nobel Prize winner in literature, is perhaps the most celebrated of all, with his masterpiece 100 Years of Solitude, which opened the doors to magical realism. In music, Shakira and Juanes brought Colombian rhythm and spirit to international stages. Colombia is a country of contrasts: wealth and inequality, violence and resilience, pain and inspiration. But above all, it is a land that continues to astonish the world with its culture, its landscapes, and the warmth of its people. Which part of Colombia impressed you the most? Leave it in the comments and join us tomorrow as we continue our journey to another country in this multiverse of learning.